After that, we'll tell a story and you're going to introduce the story, Gregory. That's what we talked about. You're going to introduce it. Hi, I'm Miss Laura and welcome to Whitesboro Public Library Storytime. We have all our friends here today and one of them came out of the box wanting to introduce our story. He wanted to have a book read about him, but we couldn't find any hedgehog books, could we? No, we sure couldn't. So what we chose, or Gregory, this is Gregory. Gregory, you want to say hello? Oh, sure you do. Gregory's a hedgehog. And he's very shy. There he is. He's saying hello. He can do a trick for us. You want to see it? Oh, come on, Gregory. You can do it. Gregory, ninja. Very good. He thinks he's a ninja. You wanted to see it again? Gregory, can you be a ninja for us? He is so soft. You want to be a ninja? Gregory, ninja? Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it. Gregory, ninja. He's a sweetie. I'm going to put Gregory back in with our other puppets. And Gregory picked out our story today. He said he could identify with one of these little ducklings. The story is Lucky Duckling. Ava Moore is our author. Gregory said he could identify with one of these ducklings. Let's see which one, if we can figure it out. Lucky Ducklings. Get the pages turned. Okay, it's a big book, and remember, I'm challenged with big books. So let's do our best. Let's have fun and do our best. Isn't that pretty? Here's the mama duck and the little babies. The duck family lived on a pretty pond in a green park in a sunlit town at the end of a very long island. Isn't it pretty? Early one morning, Mama Duck swam to the shore. She stepped out onto the grass, and right behind her, there was Pippin, Bippin, Tippin, Dippin, and Little Joe. Is that not the cutest name? And Little Joe. I'm just gonna. Now, on that fine day, she decided to walk across the street right into the park. Here's the park lady saying, "Hello, ducks. Welcome to the park." There's all the little ones, and look at little Joe. On their way through the park, they decided to get something to eat. Mama's looking at, what is Mama Duck looking at? Looks like a hot dog. These two, Pippin or Bippin or Dippin or Tippin, they're fighting over looks like a pretzel. And what is little Joe doing? Little Joe looks like he's about ready for something to drip out of that cup. And down off the curb they go. There goes Mama Duck. Quack, 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 quack. There goes Bippin and Pippin and Dippin and little Joe bringing up the rear. Mama Duck has her head up high. She's so proud of her babies. And they went over a big grate. Pippin, Bippin, Tippin, Dippin. And last of all, little Joe. What happened? They all fell in. Mama duck just went right by, but all the little ones fell in. Oh no! That could have been the end of our story, but it wasn't. It wasn't. The lady at the park, she saw all the little ducks fall in. She called people to help her. She said, "Oh no, look, the ducks fell down in there." People came over to look and they could hear them down in there. Oh, it was such a ruckus. Quack, 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 quack. And then before they knew it, Mama Duck came running back. She said, "Get away from my babies! Get away from my babies!" Quack, 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 quack. Well, that very helpful lady at the park called the fire department. She said, "Oh, you've got to help those little ducks. They're stuck down in that sewage grate. All of the little ducks are down in there. Mama Duck is having a hard time with that." Well, the firemen couldn't get that grate open. But who could? A friend of theirs with a big old green truck, and he had a rope that he could hook onto that grate, and he pulled that grate off with his truck. And once he got that off, a fireman went down into that sewer and he got each one of those little ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Oh my gosh. He went down, 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 and one by one, he pulled out Pippin and Bippin and Tippin and Dippin and last, Little Joe. Now that fireman put them all in a bucket. He thought that was a safe thing for those ducks, and it's made sense, doesn't it? But Mama Duck said, "Oh no, 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 no." Quack, 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 quack. She came running back there saying, "You don't need to put those ducks in that. Now, those are my baby ducks. Get those out of the bucket." So we got the ducks out of the bucket. The fireman was just trying to help. He got them out of the bucket, and the fireman stopped all the traffic and let Mama Duck walk back across that street. She got all her little ducks out of that bucket. And at last, she was back across the street. All her little ducks were with her. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. They were all back together after they'd spent the day in that sewer. And she walked back to the water with Pippin and Bippin and Tippin and Dippin, and last of all, Little Joe. Little Joe looking at that firefly or dragonfly. And that is the end of the story. Look, she's swimming off, and there they are, Little Joe out of line. Wow. And what's even more interesting is that's based on a true story. That really happened. How exciting is that? Well, I'm glad all those little ducks are safe. What do you think about that, Gregory? Are you glad all those little ducks are safe? Oh, yes, he is. Oh, my goodness, he is. He is. All right. Well, that's it for us today. Oh, Gregory, are you bashful again? No, Gregory. Say bye to everyone. There you go. And one more time. Ninja. Say bye to. This is Gregory, and we will be back next week. Thank you for joining us at the Whitesboro Public Library. And during these challenging times, we all need to remember with this crazy corona out there, let's all washy, 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 washy our hands. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next week. Take care.